Hi, everybody. It's Miss Manavita, and we're going to work on a Principles of Design artwork. This is more design oriented. Instead of you drawing something that's in front of you, like the apple or pear and the sneaker, those were more direct observation drawings. This is just going to be kind of a fun design project. So what you're going to need is a piece of drawing paper. Okay, if you don't have that, you can use lined paper or a computer piece of paper. But the best thing is to have some kind of drawing paper that has a little bit of texture or tooth to it. You're going to need a pencil. This time around, you could use a regular pencil or a mechanical pencil. You'll need your eraser, and you'll need a black marker. Fine and extra fine is the best, or a pen. A black pen could take the place of the extra fine. So you'll need those later on. The 7 principles of design is what this project is going to consist of. We are going to touch upon every principle of design. So there's emphasis, movement, rhythm, pattern, unity, contrast, and balance. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a border on your paper. So with your ruler, I've done 3 of these sides already. I'll do the last one with you. What you're going to do is measure 1/2 inch. So between the end of the ruler and the 1, make a little mark on your paper. 3 points of measurement is going to be the most accurate and the easiest for you to make your border. So I'm going to make another little mark here between the end of the ruler and 1. My paper is lining up with the 1/2 inch mark. I'm going to make a little line. 1/2 inch. Make a little line on your paper. And then you're going to connect those 3 dots. Okay, so very lightly. Always keep your pencil light. And I already did the other 3 sides. So we have a 1/2 inch border all the way around. Within that, what you're going to do is you're going to write your name in block or bubble letters, and it can even be a nickname. So you don't want too many letters, so you want maybe 4 or 5 maximum letters. My last name has 7 letters in it. Actually 8 letters, Bonavita. So I'm going to break it down to just the last 4 letters. So I'm going to have my name be Vita. Okay, so I would like you to make your letters in a downward motion, starting at the top. I'm going to make block letters. I'm just sketching them out in case I need to change something. I actually do want to bring this down a little bit longer, bring this up a little bit higher. And then I can erase inside. Then I'm going to make my eye. I'm going to overlap it with the V to add a little more interest. I'm also going to bring it off to the side a little bit, underneath the V and off to the side. And I might be bringing this in a little bit more. So you could break your last name down like I did. You can use a nickname. If you really are not sure what to do, you could use your 3 initials if you have a middle name. It's more or less considered a monogram way of utilizing your name. And the T, I'll make that again underlapping and off to the side a little bit. And then I'll make the A come out over here a little bit. Maybe the A stands all by itself. So I'm it's a bit bigger. So you could do bubble letters as well. If I was to do a bubble letter, it wouldn't be as boxy. A bubble letter, I'll just flip my paper over. My V would be more of a curved. My I curved. My T, if it was over here. And then my A would be curved. So you can make bubble letters or box letters. Okay, the next thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you break up your space. By the way, I'm going to switch out this little nameplate. Okay, the 7 principles of design. Remember, we had used a 1/2-inch border. It's going to act as a frame. The reason why I'm switching out these little plates is because there's going to be a Google form quiz attached to this video, and I would like you to answer the questions on that, and I'm going to try to highlight the answers as I go. Okay, I might try to make it as easy as I can get. So 1/2-inch border. Our emphasis is what I just put down. Okay, so your name is going to be the emphasis of the artwork. It's going to be the focal point. It's going to be what stands out. The first thing is going to stand out. Reason being is your name is going to be in color and the whole background is going to be in black and white. So the emphasis of my artwork is going to be Vita. Movement is another principle of design. And Vita is written downward, so it almost looks like the letters are falling. So there's movement happening with the letters because I have more of a vertical composition here, up and down, rather than horizontal, side to side. So the vertical alignment of the letters is acting as movement in a downward direction. Also, what I'm going to put in now, the curved and squiggly lines are also part of the movement in this piece of art. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go from one border. You can just make a curved line. You're going to cut right through your letters. Maybe some of your lines are going to crisscross, and maybe you'll have some kind of squiggle in it. Don't put too many close together. So I've only got 2 lines from one side to the other. Here's a third line. Especially if you add a loop or a squiggle in that, you're not going to need as many lines. I'll do another one here, and then I'll end it at this side. So just those 3 curved and squiggly lines are going to be enough to break up my composition. You don't want too many teensy little areas because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be filling them in with pattern and designs like the sample that I showed you. So if you have too many little areas and spaces, it's going to be a lot to fill in with pattern and design. This example of things to add with pattern is within this assignment. So maybe you want to check it out, keep it open on another tab. And then you can use some of these ideas if you'd like for your patterns. Okay, so the movement part of this project is indicated through the lettering, written in a downward direction, and your curved and squiggly lines that you add. These curved and squiggly lines are also acting as rhythm. The 7 principles of design: emphasis, movement, rhythm, pattern, unity, contrast, balance. There's some overlapping in between, So movement and rhythm are very closely related, but the rhythm of this is the curved squiggly lines of this particular artwork. After you add your curved squiggly lines, you should have about 10 spaces in the background. So let's count. I have 1, this is all 1, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have 10 altogether, actually, not counting the spaces within your lettering. So try to have about 10-ish spaces in the back. You don't want 20, that's too many. You don't want 5, that's too little. Okay, so about 10 spaces in the background. Now you're going to start to add patterns, like this example sheet I just showed you. You're going to start to add patterns, filling in the spaces just in the background. Your letters are going to stay, they're going to stay left alone for now. So maybe for this pattern, I want to just kind of make some lines that repeat inside this space. And then they start curving maybe outward here. They go right up to the border. And maybe inside those, I want to make circles. By the way, half of your background should be colored in with the black marker or black pen, and half should be left alone. And then it should show just the white paper. So you're going to have a 50-50% balance of black and white in the background. Okay, so for what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video. I'm going to fill in all the background spaces that I have here, all these spaces with pattern or design. I'm going to have you do the same. Please look at the example attached that I just showed you for some pattern or design ideas. And then I'll come back for the next video.